According to myself, changing a career requires 5 steps. Here they are, and I'd like to talk about it.
Hi, my name is Nils. I am making a video series about changing careers.
Step 1, just realizing that it matters. There are a few things I think about more often than the reality that we have one go around here in this life, and we spend much of it working. This can be a brutally horrific realization if we have a job we don't enjoy or find absolutely pointless. But if you at least have this realization, then it's possible to do something about it. Because a far worse scenario is that we don't have the realization, life passes by, and then we wake up in our 80s and we're like, wait, I spent all my time doing what? Step 2, internal discovery. Once we realize that our career is going to have a significant impact on our life, then the next obvious question is, well, what do I want out of this life so that I can make sure this thing I do for 40 plus hours a week is aligned with those desires? And I'm not gonna lie, this is some of the hardest, most important work in this entire career change process, because we're all carrying around right now 2 types of desires. We have our own authentic desires for the type of person that we want to be and how we want to spend our time. And then we have desires that, over the course of our life have been implanted in us by our parents, coaches, celebrities we admire, friends, and friends' parents. Like your buddy's hot mom whose boyfriend was an arborist, and then you wanted to be an arborist. Hypothetically speaking. Our challenge in this stage is to decouple our actual wants and yearnings for this life, and thus our career, from the wisdom that has been instilled upon us by people who aren't living our life and don't have to clock into the job they think we should have. And often they're just optimizing for us to live a safe life so that we don't end up asking them for money. Step 3. External discovery. Now we need to present ourselves with some options. What are some paths we could take that might scratch these wonderful itches we have? The best news I will ever give you is about to come out of my mouth. Did it come out yet? And that is that there are tens, if not hundreds, of careers that would satisfy both your present self and your future old ass self. Are any of them perfect? Hell no. But can they provide us with a sense of purpose, a decent enough income, a sense of pride, and maybe even joy a few days a week? Absolutely. You ever look around at a packed football stadium or concert and just think, wow, so many people had to do it to make this gigantic crowd possible? Me neither. But our career options are kind of like that. You go for a drive and you just look out your window and it's like, holy cow, so many jobs must exist for all of this to be possible. And with the internet, there's an audience or customer for almost anything. And you can do almost anything from almost anywhere. And during this external discovery phase, our job is to take off our blinders and negativity and all the good jobs have been taken mopiness, and we should put on some rap music and list out all the shit that we absolutely can do on this planet. Step 4, dabbling. If we understand ourselves and we understand what's out there and what's possible for ourselves, then we need to begin dabbling in the spaces that interest us most. Dabbling can be a lot of different things, but the ultimate goal of a dabble is to test a hypothesis that we would enjoy a particular job or career. Some careers you can literally just try out. Like if you think you want to be a painter, you can just start painting. Same goes for writing or photography or working with the homeless. And doing the thing you actually will be doing in a career is the best way to tell if you would enjoy it. Now, if you think you want to be a surgeon, like a type of job that's tough to try, here are some examples of preliminary dabbles. Books. As Will Smith famously once said, I think it was at a Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards. Every challenge we have, someone has likely already had, solved, and written about it. YouTube videos and documentaries are also great for this reason. Live conversations. Maybe the most effective dabble is meeting with people who are doing exactly what you think you would enjoy. You reach out to them, offer to buy them lunch, and then spend the entire time learning their story and experience. You ask them questions about what they enjoy, and you share your assumptions for why you think you'd enjoy the work and see how they respond. If you do this with a handful of people, you'll start to recognize patterns and you'll start to gain a better understanding of what a career is like. And you haven't even spent a dime on equipment or school. I was going to call this dabbling stage choosing, but I don't think we really choose a career. That makes it seem like there's some difficult decision to be made. I think if we do it right, we dabble in different potential careers, and eventually, and depending on your beliefs, the universe or God or our subconscious pulls us in one direction until we realize that, whoa, I'm kind of pursuing this career now. And that is stage 5, pursuing. There's a metaphor I heard from Ali Abdaal that describes productivity like flying a plane. And flying a plane requires 3 jobs. We need to be pilots, ensuring that we're on the right course and flying in the right direction. We need to be engineers to ensure our plane is working. And finally, we need to actually do the work of getting us from point A to point B. The first 4 steps of a career change are a lot of piloting and some engineering. But this last step is all plane, baby. This is all about moving forward. The biggest challenge with this step is that we all want to be at our final destination. We want to be good at whatever our new career is, and we want the job or clients or whatever. We know what success looks like, but the next step for us is probably not that. It's probably putting in work that's not always fun, not impressive, and not something we're excited to share on social media. But great rewards await folks who can persevere through the "I wish I was farther along" trough and come out on the other side. So here are the 5 stages again. I could spend hours talking about each one, and I probably will, but I just wanted to make this video to share the framework. I think frameworks like this are helpful because it can help us see what needs to happen in order to make a change, or if we're already making a change, we can see where we are in the process. Whew, that's all. See you next week.